Once upon a time, in a sunny field filled with the most beautiful flowers, there lived a very small dragon named Buddy. Buddy was not like other dragons at all. He was only as big as a house cat, and instead of being scary, he was the friendliest little dragon you could ever meet. When Buddy breathed out, gentle green sparkles came from his mouth, and wherever those sparkles landed, amazing things happened. Tiny seeds would grow into big, beautiful flowers. Small plants would become tall and strong. Even the tiniest sprouts would bloom into the most wonderful gardens. Buddy lived in a cozy little house under a grand old wood tree. His home was surrounded by the most magnificent garden in the whole world, with roses, sunflowers, and every kind of flower you can imagine. All the forest animals loved to visit Buddy's garden. Every day, rabbits would hop through the flower beds, squirrels would play among the tall sunflowers, and colorful birds would sing happy songs while sitting on the rose bushes. One morning, Buddy flew up to the top of his wood tree and looked across the hills toward the nearby village. The village looked gray and brown, with no flowers or gardens anywhere. Oh dear, thought Buddy. Those people have no beautiful flowers to make them smile. I wonder if they would like me to help them grow some flowers too. But Buddy was a little nervous because he had never visited people before. The next day, Buddy decided to fly closer to the village. He saw an old woman sitting outside her house, sadly looking at some small plants in pots. The plants looked tired, and the woman looked very disappointed. Buddy's kind heart couldn't stand to see the sad woman and her struggling plants. Quietly and gently, he flew down and landed near her garden. The woman looked up and gasped in surprise, but then she saw Buddy's friendly smile and kind eyes. "Hello there, little one," the woman said softly. "What a beautiful little dragon you are. Are you lost?" Buddy shook his head and pointed with his tiny claw toward her droopy plants. Then he took a small breath and blew the gentlest green sparkles over the pots. The droopy plants began to stand up tall and strong. Beautiful flowers bloomed in every color of the rainbow. The woman's eyes filled with happy tears as she watched her garden come to life. "You have the most wonderful gift. Thank you, sweet little dragon." She gently reached out and patted Buddy's head. Buddy purred like a happy kitten, happy that he could help. Soon, other people from the village came to see what had happened. One by one, families began bringing their own pots and seeds to ask for Buddy's help. Children carried small containers with dirt, hoping to grow their very first flowers. Parents brought bigger pots, dreaming of beautiful gardens for their homes. Buddy was delighted to help everyone. Day after day, Buddy returned to help more and more people. Soon, the entire village was transformed. Every house had flower boxes in the windows. Every yard had a beautiful garden. The market square was filled with blooming plants, and the whole village looked like a rainbow. The children of the village loved playing in all the new gardens. They would pick flowers to give to their parents, chase butterflies among the roses, and have picnics surrounded by beautiful blooms. Everyone in the village was happier than they had ever been. The grateful villagers built a special little house for Buddy right in the center of the village square, surrounded by the most beautiful garden of all. They painted it green to match his scales and decorated it with golden trim to match his wings. From that day on, Buddy lived happily in the village, helping gardens grow and making everyone smile. The village became known far and wide as the most beautiful place in the land, all because of one little dragon's kindness and magical gift. And so, Buddy learned that the best magic of all is the magic of helping others and sharing your gifts. Every flower he helped to bloom brought joy, not just to the people, but to Buddy's own heart as well. Remember, dear children, just like Buddy, each of you has special gifts that can make the world more beautiful. When we share our talents and help others, we create the most wonderful magic of all.